A rabbit-eared hare clip just did more for a Chinese drama's opening weekend than its own marketing team managed to do in 6 weeks. Meanwhile, on a completely different production, one of this year's most talked-about C-drama actors delivered a scene so precise that the version most audiences watched was arguably the weaker one, because that scene never made it to broadcast. Welcome to Rabbit News Hallyu, where we look past the trending hashtag and ask what's actually driving it. Let's start with the image everyone's circulating. Tian Xiwei plays a character named Lin Zhixia in the upcoming urban romance Genius Girlfriend, and the still that's been flooding Weibo isn't a leaked photo or a candid moment. It's a promotional frame, Tian Xiwei in a student-styled look, wearing a hair accessory shaped like a pair of droopy rabbit ears. Fans have nicknamed her the smart, pretty little miss and the adorable little rabbit, and the image checks a box that Chinese drama marketing leans on constantly, a female lead who's visually soft but narratively sharp. Cute exterior, genius interior. It's a tested contrast, and it's working. The hashtag built around this single frame picked up traction fast, pulling in entertainment bloggers and fan accounts producing their own derivative edits. There's a career logic underneath that costume choice too, worth pausing on before getting to the numbers. Genius Girlfriend is adapted from a novel set in the Xinjiang literature city universe, pairing Tian Xiwei's character with Hu Yitian's as childhood sweethearts who go from school uniforms to a wedding dress over a decade-long arc. That's a long emotional runway for a lead actress to carry, and the rabbit ear image is doing something specific for her broader image management, establishing that soft but brilliant red before the drama has aired a single episode of dialogue. In an industry where an actor's type can get locked in fast by whichever image circulates first, getting ahead of that framing matters more than a single cute photo would suggest. Here's what makes the timing worth noting. Genius Girlfriend wasn't originally scheduled to premiere this early. The release date moved from August 5 up to noon on August 2 on iQIYI, a shift that left almost no runway for a conventional promotional rollout. Normally, a platform push like this comes with weeks of staged content, interviews, character trailers, a slow drip of stills. That didn't happen here. What happened instead is that the fandom filled the gap itself. And they didn't do it quietly. Tian Xiwei's official fan club purchased 100,000 iQIYI cloud viewing slots, a package reportedly worth around 3 million yuan, described as a new high-water mark for single drama fan support on the platform. The logic behind that kind of spend isn't just enthusiasm for its own sake. It's strategic. A strong cloud viewing purchase is designed to pull in casual viewers on premiere day, often through free membership access, which in turn feeds the platform's algorithm and boosts visibility faster than organic viewership alone could manage. This isn't the first time this fanbase has done this either. 68,000 seats were arranged for Chasing Jade, and 10,000 for Low IQ Crime. This time, the number is nearly 10 times higher than that first campaign. So what you're actually looking at with that rabbit ear photo isn't just a cute costume choice going viral. It's a symptom of a release schedule that skipped its own promotional build-up, and a fandom that treated the gap as an opportunity rather than a problem. The image is doing marketing work that the platform's own timeline didn't leave room for. Now here's where the story shifts to a different production entirely, and a different kind of missing footage. Zhang Linghe's performance in This Second Too Much has already generated plenty of conversation, but the clip drawing attention right now isn't from the broadcast version at all. It's behind-the-scenes footage of a scene that was cut from the final edit, and once you understand what's in it, the gap it leaves behind becomes obvious. The scene follows his character, Mu Rongqingyi, through an escalation, mounting emotional pressure that eventually breaks into him losing control and reaching for a gun. In the released cut, that beat is essentially skipped. Audiences see a supporting character stop him from holding the weapon, but they never see the emotional runway that gets him there. The behind-the-scenes clip fills that gap. It shows the performance building in stages, instinctive panic and fear after being physically restrained, then a visible shift in his breathing and rhythm as the tension climbs toward the break. It's a full arc, captured live on set, with original audio and no post-production polish. Without it, some of the transitions in the aired version land more abruptly than they were clearly meant to. This lines up with something viewers had already flagged about his performance style in this role: restraint over volume. There's a moment fans keep circling back to where his character doesn't shout or sob, the emotion shows up as reddened eyes and a single slow tear, nothing more. The behind-the-scenes clip has the same texture, a slight tremor in the throat, a brief emptiness in the gaze, the visible effort of holding grief back rather than releasing it. It reads as deliberate craft rather than accident, and that's a large part of why the footage spread as fast as it did once people found it. Footage like this tends to matter beyond a single viral moment, too. For an actor, a widely shared clip of unedited, on-set performance work functions differently than a polished broadcast scene. It reads as proof of process rather than proof of product. Audiences and industry observers alike tend to weigh that kind of material heavily when they're forming an opinion of an actor's range, because there's no editing choice standing between the performance and the viewer. Whether or not that translates into award season conversation later this year, it's already doing something simpler and more immediate. It's shifting how this particular role gets talked about, from a supporting arc in a bigger story to a performance worth studying on its own. The reaction has been fairly consistent. Viewers and casual scrollers have been passing the clip around with comments along the lines of "it's a shame the full version wasn't aired," along with requests for an uncut release. There's a clear appetite here for the production team to put out the complete sequence, whether as a bonus episode, an extended cut, or additional behind-the-scenes material. Not everyone agrees, to be fair. A small number of viewers think the performance reads as a little stiff on its own and that trimming it was a reasonable editorial call. But that's a minority position. Most of the response has centered on the editing feeling disjointed without it. Put these two stories side by side and a pattern starts to show up that's worth sitting with. Neither of these moments came from an official press release or a scheduled promotional beat. One is a costume photo that ended up doing the job of an entire marketing campaign because the release date moved up without warning. The other is raw set footage that ended up doing narrative work the final broadcast cut skipped over. In both cases, the audience is reaching past what was officially handed to them, a finished cut, a curated promo image, to find something rawer, and treating that rawer material as more valuable, not less. That's part of something broader happening across Chinese drama marketing right now. Official channels are increasingly sharing attention with their own fandoms and with unofficial, unpolished footage, and in more than a few cases, that unofficial material is outperforming what the platform actually planned to release. Streaming platforms in this market have leaned hard on official stills, teaser cuts, and press interviews as the primary promotional toolkit for years. What's changing is that the audience's trust in that toolkit is thinning. A cloud viewing purchase or a leaked rehearsal clip now carries a kind of credibility that a studio-approved trailer doesn't automatically get anymore, precisely because it wasn't built to sell anything. A rabbit ear hairpin and a deleted gun scene have almost nothing in common on the surface. What they share is that both are evidence of a widening gap between what productions choose to show and what audiences are actively looking for. Neither of these stories is finished yet. Genius Girlfriend still has to prove it can hold viewers past a strong opening weekend built on fan momentum rather than official buzz. And this second Too Much still has an unanswered question hanging over it, whether the production will ever release that footage in full, or whether Murongqingyi's most complete on-screen breakdown stays something audiences only ever see in fragments, passed around outside the platform that made the show in the first place. If you're the kind of viewer who wants entertainment coverage that goes past the headline, the kind that catches the quiet signal most coverage skips right past, that's exactly what Rabbit News Hallyu is built for. Subscribe if you want analysis, not just the news.